All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else? And today I'm sick. What happens when you have kids? The kids go to school, they come home, they give you the pestilence, and I hope you guys can get through my voice. We just got some exciting New World updates today, just a little bit ago. I wanted to talk about them. They're going into effect today, and I wanted to provide my thoughts on it. I read through a few of them already, and they're pretty good changes. So, without further ado, let's dive into the video. Greetings, adventurers. New World Update 3.0.3. Downtime will begin at 11 p.m., 6 a.m. UTC on November 14th and last approximately 1 hour. The tournament survived the hauntings of Nightvale Hollow, but a familiar foe is back for revenge. Turkulon. Turkulon's the super turkey that you go around and kill. Check out the full release notes, including new Knightsbane Legion skins and Black Friday bundles, bug fixes, and more. So here's the Dark Legion skins. Not gonna look at that. Here's the super turkey. Really funny. This transmog for the axe looks so fucking awesome. I might have to go kill Turkulon and hope to get that. Release notes. World experience added a tag. Expeditions, global mutators, combat changes, artifacts. Scorpion Sting. Added trade-off to Sting perk. Increase cooldown by 50% upon use. I think this is a good change. Pulls are extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. So yeah, adding this trade-off I think made a lot of sense. Lost Stopwatch. Change duration from a 100% increase to a flat 1 second increase. Increased damage reduction trade-off from 5% to 10%. This makes a lot of sense. I'm impressed that Amazon Gaming Studios came out here and they made an adjustment so quickly. There is a time and a place for CCs, of course, but the disruptor flail builds, running across 2 or 3 of them where you just get stun locked on the ground until 0, where you can't respond, react to anything, it was a bit annoying. It kind of reminded me of the game of like 8 months ago, and they made that adjustment back then, and I think it makes sense to make this adjustment to not go back to it. Very, very good change in my opinion. An added second, I still think that this is one of the better artifacts that exist. Have to test, of course, and everything, but yeah, this still looks good to me. Yeah, if I was running that sort of build, I think I would still run it. Odo updated functionality to include that the damage bonus applies to knockdown targets. Excellent. That's a pretty nice buff for Odo. I'll have to actually go farm it now that it works. And now we're on to the big changes for PvP. Now, as you guys know, I did the patch note review last week talking about the life staff, and I was a little bit annoyed. Life staff is one of the stronger, like it's support healing in this game is incredibly powerful. If you guys have played arenas, you know that if you run across a group with a healer, it's really tough. It's tough to deal with because if you don't have a healer, they just have so much more support capabilities. It's almost an easy dub just about every time. And they then made it stronger. And so having more life staffs around didn't seem like a smart thing, but they're making an adjustment here. All player diseases. Added an outgoing healing penalty to all disease status effects equal to half of the incoming healing reduction. Plagued crits, plague strikes, plague splitting grenade, infected throw, putrefying scream, PvP arenas, healing reduction. So if you defile a healer, their cross heals are also defiled, is how I'm reading it, which is a substantial adjustment. I think this is a great change. I think this is a great adjustment for overall healers. I think they're still going to be the strongest thing in the game. But yeah, I think this is a much needed adjustment in my opinion. Plagued crits, removed the health requirement. It can now be refreshed while active. This is a big change too. Like, yeah, having plagued crits all the time to get them to lower health, this is a substantial change. This is something we're going to have to keep an eye on and see how effective this is going to be. So there are times, yeah, man, these are huge changes. It'll be interesting to see how much this sways in the other direction. I want to hear your guys' opinion of course, so please let me know in the comment section. Plague strikes, it can now be refreshed while active. Wow. And then on to other perks. Shirking heals, increase cooldown from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. This is a substantial shirking heals adjustment. Once again, 50% reduction in overall healing in a longer fight. Yeah, I mean, with the changes to potions coming in, where they're reverting them back to their previous form, I think it makes sense that shirking heals gets an adjustment. Let's see how this plays. I'll still be running it. As a solo player, I need all the healing I can get. Shirking heals is still going to give me a 3k heal every 10 seconds. It's better than nothing. I will still personally be running it. But yeah, this is a substantial adjustment. This is a pretty big change. Slash physical ward absorptions. Updated all physical ward and slash ward gems to perks to include bleed damage as a part of slash damage to function similarly to other dots. Damn. Exhaustive net shot. Reduced duration from 8 seconds to 4 seconds. This is also a huge change. Exhaustive net shot is extremely powerful. And so, yeah, really, really good changes so far. I have no complaints. Blunderbuss. Increased damage by 3.75% in PvE and reduced base damage in PvP by an additional 3.62% to keep PvP damage the same. Interesting. So more Blunderbuss adjustments. Last chance passive reduced from 50% to 30% fortify. Okay. On a roll passive, made it so each stack has its own unique duration. Primary fire reduced damage coefficient from 23% per pellet to 21% per pellet. Another adjustment down for Blunderbuss. And then ASB reduced damage from 50% per pellet to 45% per pellet. Yeah, so lots of Blunderbuss adjustments, reducing damage in PvP by quite a bit. Life Staff, Splash of Light, reduced radius from 100 meters to 25 meters. Wow, that is a substantial range adjustment. Void Gauntlet, Void Blade, remove duration of limit of Void Blade, now remains active until weapon becomes inactive. So you can now, if I'm reading this correctly, you can now have Void Blade on until you weapon swap, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I really like that. Fix an issue that caused several staggering if attacks to not trigger the increment for the breakout dodge. Fix an issue with attacks that didn't stagger but unintentionally incremented the breakout dodge. Okay. PvP reward track named items. Fix an issue that prevented certain named PvP item upgrades. Excellent. To address, we've added new versions of the PvP reward track named items with a 5th generated perk. Unlike the originals, these new named items can be upgraded at a gypsum kiln. To make it easier for adventurers to distinguish the two, the old PvP reward track named items no longer have the named tag. Okay. So... Okay. So... We'll just have to look at this. This is a big change, of course. Unlike the originals, these new named items can be upgraded at Gypsum Kiln to make it easier. Okay, so the ones that we have currently, if they're not upgradable, they can't be upgraded. We'll have to get them again. I think this is how they're saying it. So, okay. I was hoping we would get some retroactive adjustments, but yeah, we'll have to go back and take a look at this. Economy, progression, and gear. Disable the ability to use secrets of the spores potions. Okay. All right. Game modes. Fix an issue that caused war instances to not start properly. UI, UX, social. Okay, we're done. We're done. So yeah, overall, a lot of really good changes. A lot of really quick changes. By the time you see this video coming out, 6 a.m. UTC on the 14th. 11 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, by the time this comes out, you'll have a couple hours before this game gets updated to all these changes we just talked about. Provided my opinion in the comment section, or I provided my opinion in this video. I of course want to hear your opinion as well. I very well could be wrong, but I like these changes quite a bit. I like all of them. Yeah, we'll have to see how everything plays out. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.